play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Send the tight end in motion. The give on the inside. This junior making his presence felt, and they need to stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys to get some movement. They know on this play, and that big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, that was a...
Job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Buffaloes offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Lewis to throw. Quarterback moving. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The run from the shotgun. Down to little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And runs like that are like body blows in an boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Excuse me, I will be in Texas improvement. No one in Clement's entire front office knows the first thing about taking an X-ray, which just...
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Hill. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll go with the 5 wide outset on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Lewis wants to pass. Down in the air. 3rd down conversion conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comes.
You're hungry? We're not here for the chicken.
Running the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with the blitz, and the offense had the screen pass call at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
I suspect. You'll prove it, but I suspect. The man's a drug dealer. To be honest, I really believe that this guy may be one of the biggest movers.
And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal.
The sad sack would kill you with him. And you said that he didn't strike you as being the boss man. Probably he was a much bigger than athlete than a few guys.
Using his feet. And he runs it for a score. Touchdown, Bucks!
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much of the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Sorry. Interesting. So, Brandon, have you seen
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Murder when he's got reasons for everything. This guy has tons of
Fielded in the end zone. It's grown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
7 pounds, says he's right there.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A 3rd and short out from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. There's suppression. And he gets there. And they get it down to the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's easy. I'm very sure when you have 4 rushers.
Northwestern will have to run away.
Oh shit. You stick this up in the middle. Let me go inside and
Corrals it at the 45. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lewis to throw. Got a man. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
Sir, may I help you? I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it. But do it. May I help you with your
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it into 16.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
driving the man to a gym and then we'll shove it. And all of a sudden he has me pulling into your restaurant and telling me that he's investigating you. Like, you and I believe how a difference is
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Evidence-wise, hasn't that been? He's operating on pure conjecture. No,
Guys,
not
Colorado
one
has
person
the
that
lead
he
here.
works with
Guys,
thinks
let's have a
that
look
you
at the
are
stats as
anything.
we've played one period.
All that evidence we have, but it's not going to happen. You have a belligerent no attention to you, and therefore, to me, that's what we have a mutual interest in resolving
They
this.
flipped into the field, and we're ready to play.
I will make sure that he discovers nothing.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down.
All right, don't wait to be like invited.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first year, but this unit is dialed in.
Lining up
So
to
in
attack
CD.
one more on that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah,
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14 can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So come on, you need to take it.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Time just tied up. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks up third and short.
Anywhere near him?
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's right downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after
incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job on the defense.
Behind the line, it's Johnson. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He lobs one high down the left side. It's him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's first and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That score could have put them within realistic striking distance, but the penalty turns things around, and they'll have to go back to work. Second down coming up. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the
From what I hear, he'd be committing career suicide if he were to mention either Mercury again. Guys don't
So they were able to put up a big spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
If he happens to be watched,
Lewis wants to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer. And then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. On the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Oh, it's at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. There's a heat. Caught a little time, lets it go. Takes the grab on that. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellows, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Troy. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Colorado has the ball back in the Buffaloes, hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Motion from the wideout. Lewis to throw. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Offense at an empty set.
No hay nada más que ofrecen. Un plato, un bocadillo, algo por el lado a lo mejor. ¿Sabes por qué? Porque cuando yo mando a mis hombres a su restaurante, ellos regresan no solamente con el pollo, sino regresan drogados. Regresan high. ¿No? Ustedes están vendiendo narcóticos. Metanfetamina. ¿No?
Con todo respeto, ay, yo no soy vendí.
Muestras. Nombre de negocio. Las muestras, ¿para qué se las tiraron a usted? Para presentarle.
Don Eladio, Gustavo no lo quiso ofender. Lo que pasa es que nosotros no encontramos otra manera de llamarle la atención. Es que queremos trabajar con usted, don Eladio.
Pero ya sé todo lo de la metanfetamina. Se conoce.
Eso es la cocaína para los pobres. Más bien los bikers y los hillbillies de Norteamérica juegan con eso. Y ahí no hay plata.
Si me permite, don Eladio, yo soy bioquímico de profesión y la metanfetamina que nosotros hacemos es mucho más superior a la llamada biker crime, que como ustedes le dicen, es cristalizada como vidrio, es más pura. La quiralidad de la molécula es diferente, su misma estructura es diferente, el efecto narcótico es mucho más potente.
Don Eladio, este producto es la droga del futuro. Triplicaría sus ganancias. Quizás hasta la cuatriplicaría.
No solo son buenos cocineros, son buenos para hablar pendejadas.
No, continúe.
En este momento, usted negocia exclusivamente con cocaína, pero la plata de la coca no crece en México. Usted no es más que un intermediario por los colombianos. Le dan un porcentaje por cruzar el contrabando por la frontera. Pero la mayor parte de las ganancias es para ellos, a pesar de que usted asume todo el riesgo.
Y don Eladio, esta nueva metanfetamina cristalizada es más adictiva, más potente que la cocaína, lo cual significa que se moverá en grandes cantidades. Pero lo más importante es que es totalmente artificial. Le podemos mostrar cómo fabricarla, aquí mismo en México.
Y usted se queda con todas las ganancias.
A mis hombres sí les gusta su producto, es verdad.
Sí, claro.
Héctor, ¿qué pasa? ¿Cómo no le ofreces a los invitados las copas? Ándale pues. Bueno, entonces, tú eres todo un talento, ¿no? Apuesto que aprendiste a cocinar de tu mamá, ¿no? No es cierto. Pero, eso de la química.
Yo estudié en la Universidad de Santiago de Chile, don Eladio. Si Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación.
Ah, sí.
Tengo 2 licenciaturas, una de bioquímica y otra en ingeniería química. Por la mínima inversión de capital, podemos montar un laboratorio para usted y entrenar a su gente para producir metanfetamina de alta calidad, en grandes cantidades.
Fantástico. Yo quiero que me digas una cosa. Si tú eres el cocinero, ¿para qué lo necesitas?
Señor.
Tú, businessman, ¿por qué tengo que hacer negocio con un hombre que me falta respeto, tratando de negocios bajo mis narices, sin pedirme permiso a mí, y que me manipula para hacer esta reunión frente de mis hombres? ¿Para qué te quiero?
Don Eladio, por favor, yo no vendí nada. Le pido disculpas si no ofendí con mi método de conseguir esta reunión. Yo simplemente tomé la iniciativa. No fue intención.
Don Eladio, Gustavo no lo quiso ofender. Yo conozco a Gustavo como si fuera un hermano. Para mí, este hombre es la persona más leal, más honorable que yo he conocido. Él me salvó del barrio pobre de Santiago. Este hombre me hizo el hombre que soy hoy. Don Eladio, Gustavo es un genio y le hará millones de dólares. Solamente deje que su corazón lo perdone por este pequeño error. Por favor. Él es mi compañero, sí. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo juro.
Tú no hiciste eso. Ahora
Escúchame. La única razón por la cual tú estás vivo y él no es porque yo sé quién eres tú. Entiéndeme bien. Ya no estás en Chile. Mi consejo, quédate con los pollos.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting a stop, turning it on. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. And the Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pulls and fires incomplete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the draw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got to trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1, now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
See? Some sort of guy code for strip club.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lewis wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, pitch middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, mid-screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has this big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. While they dial up on second and a long way to go. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker.
Bring in the heat. Grab over the middle. It's McGee. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let him fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Perfect timing. Got them right where the ball got
Considering
saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Now on down. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Lewis to throw. Takes the grab.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field to get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
This cornerback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. Inside the 25. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. And we've got a shootout.
Great job through the air for this offense. 2-minute situation, executing at the end of the half to go take the lead and take the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
So, leave me alone, doesn't want to be his birthday, just staying with his friend.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wildcats have it back to North.
Nigga, please.
Business is good. Really good. So good that I'm thinking maybe you don't need to even work your second job.
Turning a profit.
It was another month or two, and yeah, we'll be there. All of this to say, maybe you could start thinking about an exit strategy.
I'm working on it. Oh, good. What you do? Listen, I'll cut to it. Another favor to ask. Think about this Gus Fring, right? How he never goes anywhere. One restaurant home, back forth. Which now I'm even more convinced is bullshit because the man owns 13 other restaurants, right? So I start thinking about this little empire of his, right? 14 restaurants. Who supplies them? What's the base of operations, huh? So I do a little digging, and bingo. Pollos Hermanos has a main distribution center. It's not far from town. The place is huge. I mean, I'm looking at it online right now. It's a big warehouse and rows of these long poultry buildings or hatcheries or whatever you call them. Lots of space to hide illicit activity. Sounds promising, right? So, you say, buddy, got another field trip in you? Hey, I mean, it sounds great, really does. But I won't lie. You caught me somewhat indisposed. You mean like taking a dump in his phone? Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's it. It's just upset stomach, and everything. Yeah, it's out of control. Really explosive and bad Tex-Mex. Yeah. I get it. You don't have to pay me attention. I'll be one guy in a diaper's enough for this trip anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, don't be. I've been asking a lot of you lately. I appreciate it. I'll find another ride for this one.
They don't even know what.
Another ride? Yeah,
sure. Offense headed out. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Colorado.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, Yeoman's worked so hard today in Boulder, and welcome into the halftime update. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he is very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lewis wants to pass. Right on the money. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll sneak it.
And David, it's 3rd inches right there. That's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy who will try to get it.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Takes the handoff. It's Dick. Knocked down at 36 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Caught over the middle. It's Dickens. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's going. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down. going in motion. Lewis to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hey, great. Please give this to your healthcare professional. And any black explorer? Well, of course we could shampoo your formats, but really to
couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Barnes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Tag it. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. That's the 40. Pass attempt. Touchdown, Northwestern. To come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
No backs. Lewis wants to pass. He's going to run it. He's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10.
Maybe there's some way you could
out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coach is always hard about staying ahead of the chains. If you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Okay, they're after me. Just the captain.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Okay.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's Colt. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lewis to throw. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
There's Mr. White. It would be even more ape shit if you had family getting murdered. Never cook for Gus again.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got it behind the line. It's Hairston. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think he pulled the positives, right? When we moved the football down the field, we had a chance to score, but we can't let... Opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback empties his backfield. Lewis wants to pass. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game now, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open up your passing.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers.
What did this poor bastard do to his offense?
One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish.
Shut your mouth, I'll show it for you.
So first
Are you
down,
talking me or just get the better? Have you ever been with the concert and recognize the game?
and a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball down the field anymore. You got to be first. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the grab. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Yeah.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
The deal? That's real shit.
Lost the throw again. Short hands, it's coming. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
So that's like open season.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah. No. You got questions.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Over the move. A most efficient pickup from 6 on first down and second and 4. They are controlling the ball. Ninth play of the drive. Going to the running game. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
With the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
The accountant of record for many of these reports, is that correct? Then perhaps you can shed some light on his history of missing revenue. Let's see.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
It's definitely for through this company. But it's not all accounted for.
They want to throw it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time they just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And he always sends an electronic payment.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now today they had hoped to have, when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lewis to throw.
Doesn't matter the dollar check or paper check. Income is income. You're not allowed to not declare it.
When I input everything into the Quicken, nothing flashed red, so that's got to mean it's okay, right?